We're live. Hello, everybody. I'm behind the camera, but I'm still going to talk because...
she's Lola, and she's the hostess with the mostest.
I'm the hostess with the mostest, so we're Witches and Wine. Are you looking for the wine, honey?
I'm looking for my glass.
Where'd your... it was over here. Here we go.
You taking my glass?
No, I was moving it because you were doing smith work. Hammering. And we'll get to that in a minute. So, why don't you guys tell us what we're doing and what we're drinking?
All right, well, first we'll talk about the wine. This is a red blend out of the Vacaville, California. And it's called Two Old Guys Red Blend. You're not going to be able to find this wine on the market.
Focus in on that.
I had it sent to me privately by the owner of the winery. It's a gentleman I work with regularly as a client at my job, and he shipped this up to me for me to sample, and so we thought we'd show it on Witches and Wine. It's a ridiculously good red blend.
Oh, it's so good.
It may be the most expensive bottle we've had on the show, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to find it, but if you ever do find it on the market, you're probably looking at about $175 to $200 a bottle for this stuff. So,
and you got it for free?
I got it for free, sent by the winery owner, because I work with him regularly, and he and I have built a nice relationship. And last time I spoke to him, he told me he wanted for me to sample a few of his wines. Mm-hmm. So he sent me this, and then his private bottle of Syrah. But that's going to be used for not an episode. That's for a dinner wine.
Yeah, we have a special dinner we're going to go to.
Yeah. So, but with this is a Cab Merlot Malbec blend.
And it's really good.
Malbec.
It's
so good.
Incredibly elegant, incredibly smooth. I wish I could tell you where to go find this, but it's just not much available. If you want to look into it, it's produced and bottled by the Sky Ranch Group. And you can look into them. They are prominent in the wine industry.
Can I show his card?
No.
Okay.
I would not prefer to show business owners.
You're right.
Information. So I hate introducing a wine to you guys that you guys can't get, but we weren't going to pass up the opportunity to sample this on camera because it's unreal.
Delightful.
It's so
We're all
delicious.
thinking about you while we're
It's
drinking
funny
it.
because it's the label
Clink it,
has
drink.
the letters on it, right?
Yeah, it's an
Which
anagram.
really fits really well with
What we're
you've got
doing,
going
yeah.
on right here.
Yep, and that's just kind of happenstance. This one wasn't planned.
Mm-hmm.
I received this in the mail yesterday from this gentleman. So thank you, sir. If you're seeing this,
Did you tell him that we do?
I have spoken to him that I do a web series talking about wine, but
he doesn't know the witchy part?
No.
He might be surprised. Well, you would have to tell him the name of it,
Yeah.
and he would get it.
Yeah, exactly. And while I am comfortable with who I am as a witch, I don't want that to affect my job and my career.
I get it. That's understandable. All right, well, it's a delicious wine. So tonight we're going to talk about Imbolc. Hairbolic. Hydrophonic. Okay, I don't know. Okay. I have a hard time saying Imbolc. Is it Imbolic or is it Imbolc?
I say
Imbolc.
Imbolc.
I say Imbolc
Imbolc.
because it's IMBOLC.
See, yeah,
Yeah.
Imbolc.
Imbolc.
But it always
You
sounds
don't
so...
have to do that.
Imbolc.
And
Well, she may have to.
Imbolc.
You can say
what does
Imbolc.
Imbolc mean?
Use milk or in the belly.
Or in the belly.
In the
In
belly.
the belly.
In the
I
belly.
love this time of year because out where I live, we have baby cows. That is literally
Aw.
what is happening right now. Is all of the cows. They start generally around Yule time, but you see it peak right around Imbolc.
Mm-hmm.
You will drive by and there will be a new baby.
Yeah.
Almost every time I drive by, there's new babies, and so we get to literally watch the herd double in size because it goes from mamas to having mama and all her little babies, and it's adorable because I love watching them frolic. They play.
babies.
They're so cute. It's one of my
Aw.
favorite times about this time of year.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things
I
about this
love
time of year.
growing up on a farm and having little cows.
You guys are lucky for growing up on a farm because I've always grown up in the
Not
city.
on a
We're
farm.
city.
I'm just near one.
But we're city folk and you're country folk and
And if you-
never shall the two meet. No, actually they do meet and we're
We're here.
and we're
We
here
meet here.
and we're in a circle.
City mouse, country mouse.
City mouse, Country mouse, clink and drink.
Clink and drink.
Clink and drink. Clink
So,
and drink.
You may hear clanging and loud sounds that's not wind. We are stamping and embossing some copper plates with some.
Let's show the anvil. This is all part of our ritual tonight that we did. That Isleen ran, and it was amazing. And she brought Bridget into the circle, and this was one of the things. Can you explain why this is related for those who may not know?
Bridget is the goddess of healing wells, the forge, and poetry, and midwifery, and a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
And why is this her holiday?
Because it's Imbolc. It's Bridget's day. It's. Oh, not my face.
Oh, we're live and it's on me. I don't want that. Oh my god. I have to stop this. This is not good. Oh, wait.
Yes, it
This
is.
is
All right,
amazing.
there we go. Ah, there we're back.
And we're back. Lola's having technical difficulties.
This is what we get for using the phone.
So anyway, so Bridget's St. Bridget's Day. Can you explain that? Because didn't the Catholics steal
Catholics kind of co-opted Bridget, or at least that is the case, because Bridget was an incredibly popular goddess and still is to this day. So basically, the really only way that they could convert the Irish people was to go, well, she's ours now.
Well, yeah, exactly.
As they've done with many, many others. But I feel like Bridget is a little bit less veiled, I think.
Mm-hmm.
A little more exposed.
Yeah, it seems pretty, like, clear.
She's like goddess light to some people because she's such a. I feel like she's such a workable
She is incredibly
goddess.
approachable.
Approachable. Thank you.
Very diverse in her area of expertise. I mean, she goes from everything. Who doesn't need healing in their life?
Yeah.
I mean, really. And anyone who has a baby needs someone to help them with midwife stuff.
Yeah.
If you work with words at all, you're familiar with poetry.
Yeah.
And if you make shit, you're pretty interested in the crafty side of her. So
she kind of covers it all, which is really cool. And I haven't really worked with her a lot, but tonight was really awesome to have her brought into our circle and for Imbolc. And
It was amazing.
it was so nice. There was so much healing. So
That energy was just
it was
spot on.
amazing.
how was that
Yeah.
energy?
It was just nice, calming, but tingling energy.
Effervescent.
Very
The
healing.
bubbles.
Yeah.
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 So
she didn't want to take off right away. She was
No.
like, no, I'll hang around.
she loved us and
I
we
had
loved
to,
her.
send her away.
Yeah.
Take the healing shawl. Where is that? That's not anywhere. Oh, you put it away.
up. Do you want me to go? They've seen it. It was in the.
Oh, you did the
crafting
craft
video.
thing. Yeah, we used the healing
If you
shawl.
want to go see it, you can see it in the Witch Crafts video.
Yes, the spellcraft.
Spellcraft.
Yes. Clink and drink to referring to old episodes because
drink.
we have enough where we can do that now.
Episode 35.
Episode 35, over 100 subscribers. Yeah, I better sit.
Woo,
Moving on
eventually, we might have to do a giveaway or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Open to suggestions. What would you like to see given away?
Yeah, what would you
A
like from
book?
Witches and
A
Wine?
crystal? Let's keep it fairly small.
We could make a special little thing. Like, let me show mine. We made our goals. We put our intents and goals. Wait, where's that? Okay, I stamped. I don't know if you can read that.
We could make a Witches and Wine one of these and send it out.
Yeah, but it says love your body or love my body because that is what I want to
It's
do
her
for this
thing
year.
She's working to create.
Yep, and we've all created.
Creating
But I just
reality.
love this little anvil. Look at that. Look at that. It's so. You're like double, triple pounding it. That's what she said.
You have to be careful because if it bounces, then you can end up with a shadow,
Yeah, a double.
double embossing.
Oh, that's good.
But
Does
yours
it-
is doing good.
Yours is good. Let me see.
I got one more letter and I'll show you.
All right. So, Imbolc, what do us pagans and witches do around this time of year? How do we bring in Imbolc? Imbolc.
I see it as you're just coming out of your planning stage, but you're not quite to the point where you're able to really do much about it yet. You've got the precipice there, so you can set your goals, you can set things in motion, but know that you're not going to see it start to really happen just yet.
Is that why that means in the belly? Because you're
gestating.
It reminds me of when I was growing up,
and then
you'd get all the seed catalogs.
Yep.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
sitting around with my mom and planning our garden.
You're planning your garden. You're not planting your garden.
Oh, the planning, not the planting. So you're preparing. It's prep.
Getting ready to order the seeds, or get the.
In the kitchen sense, you're the prep cook, not the chef.
I was gonna say the sous chef.
You're the prep cook.
Prep cook. Okay.
Prep cook, not the chef.
Yeah.
You're getting everything ready, all lined out to prepare what's gonna happen. And without the preparation, you can't truly succeed.
But you're getting ready, and
you're measuring your ingredients.
And this is why I like this time of year, because
measure twice, cut once.
There's hope, because we're in that we're still. I mean, this is February. It's still here. It's cold where we are.
You start to see it's the rebirth of the sun. The days are going to get longer. It's the promise of a new beginning.
Yeah.
At Imbolc, you really start to see that actually being your reality.
Yeah.
It's still not quite able to do anything much about it, but you actually have proof that you can look outside and be like, oh, it's still daylight right now.
Yeah.
So it's the pagan version, like Puxatawny Bridget?
It is. It's
Groundhogs.
Yeah,
Groundhog's Day is, but it's supposedly, right, rooted on...
Is there any more wine, honey?
We have a couple of tales to go with. It used to be thought of that Bridget and Caliac, I'm probably butchering that name. It could be...
Bitchering? You sound like you said bitchering.
Butchering that name. Butchering the name. Some tales have them as two sides of the same goddess. Other tales have them as conflicting forces in the world. And essentially, one tale has it where Bridget is locked up and Caliac's in charge during the winter, because Caliac is very much a winter goddess. So one tale says that if the weather is fair on Imbolc, she is out collecting firewood for 6 more weeks of winter.
Oh,
if the weather is bad, she's sleeping and she will shortly run out of firewood, so therefore winter will end soon.
So did they borrowed that?
They borrowed it.
Of course, borrow.
And it used to be there was another one where it was like something with snakes. The snake would come out, and if it saw something and went back into its hole, I don't know if it was a shadow in that case. They're very much related. Punxsutawney Phil and the groundhog is rooted in some ancient, at least, tales that we know of. Like, I have no idea if these are absolute capital T truths that happened, but I do know that the folklore of the time at least was said to have been that if the weather was fair, she was collecting firewood, and if the weather was bad, she was sleeping, and then she would run out. So there's your beginning
of Groundhog's Day. And what are some and just in case I didn't introduce you guys, because I'm just talking about me, Lola. That of course there's Silenus, Isleen, and Morrigan, our awesome circle, and Willow is at home taking care of her animals. But we love you, Willow. So we were talking about traditions. What are some of the things that witches do during this time? What are some traditions they do?
I know many people start planting indoor seeds.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're starting to get everything going for them.
Yeah. Everything going. I set out my shawl and my other stuff for Bridget to bless overnight. You can clean your house. Cleaning your house, starting your spring cleaning stuff.
The spring cleaning concept.
Yeah.
Blessings for your home and hearth are very, very common at this time.
Protection.
Yeah, that's another thing I'll often do is I'll put out my shawls and my square that you guys saw, and because that came to me in a swap, and I will also just open my door and just invite Bridget in for the year.
You start the concept of starting to
letting in the
Spring it.
lights,
Letting in the light, opening the
airing out,
windows,
opening the windows, kind of
Um,
getting that going. Yeah.
Mhm.
sweeping out all the pent up dust, energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Letting it all get out because it's time to start emerging from the hole.
So
I find-
literally and
Yeah.
figuratively,
No, it's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
I find I've tried like
the whole.
housekeeping
going from the dark to the light.
sort of systems and stuff where they talk about how you don't need to do spring cleaning. I always get the bug to do some extra this time of year.
Mhm.
It's so I don't want to fight it.
Well,
I'll
we're
just do
tired.
it.
We've been. It's
You
like
wanna
cabin
shake it out,
fever, and we're just, pent up and holed up in our homes, and especially if you live in an area where we have full on winters. It's
Yeah.
fucking cold outside, and you're stuck inside. So you got to have those little traditions or little practices of letting in some light, letting in some air, starting to move your body a little more. You're waking up a little. I always picture like the goddess like cracking her back. Like
Yeah.
oh,
There's
here
a
we-
picture that I really like because it's like the goddess is underground,
she's
and
reaching
got
out.
the arm up and she's stretching and starting to and the arm
I
turns
love,
into
as a matter of
like
fact,
tree.
you want to film, and I'm going to find the picture on the computer and I'll show them. So film them, and I know exactly which one you're
Yep,
talking about.
I knew you
Different
would.
camera angle.
Hello, guys.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
This is us from our other good side.
I know.
We
got
only
profiles.
have good sides.
Only
Yeah.
good sides here.
This is my good side, and this is my good side.
So,
This is your good. Oh.
what are some good meals and foods and
So
stuff to eat?
a lot of times during this, it's different kinds of breads or stews, as typically either rabbit or lamb stews,
Root vegetables.
root vegetables, a whole lot of sweet cakes.
Bannocks and scones.
Yes.
Bannock is basically just a scone that hasn't been cut into a wedge.
Yep, it's a rounded one. As I was looking up Imbolc recipes for our celebration, I chose something that wasn't necessarily an Imbolc recipe, but it was along that vein. We did a Polish stew this evening for our dinner after ritual, but it was about potatoes and vegetables and cabbages and things of those kind of vegetables with some kind of meat to prepare the body for a bunch of work that's coming up to prepare for the season. It's,
And milk and butter dishes too
yeah.
are,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
are good.
Yeah.
I was tempted to
it-
bring whipping cream and have us make butter,
Yeah.
but
It's kind of it's cleaning out the larder for
Yep.
if you know the historical times. It's getting the last of what was stored over winter, getting ready to start taking the spring harvest and the availability of going out hunting again and doing things. And so this is like the last hurrah before we truly get into the spring season.
Mm-hmm.
and it's fun. I also like this time of year because generally you can start to see the signs.
Yep.
Start to. Like the snow will melt. We might get more, but you can see where the grass is potentially coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can start to see flowers just starting to
I was
come
gonna
up.
say I
early
have some
stuff.
bulbs that are
Yeah.
starting to
You,
peek
you
up.
wake up in the morning and the sun is already starting to rise. It's not dark.
Let me show this picture.
When you're getting ready to have dinner or getting prepped for dinner, it's just starting to get dark now. It's not already pitch black at
So
5
this
o'clock.
is the picture that she's right. That
Yep,
one, yeah,
that's the one.
and that is very enveloping the whole spirit of Imbolc.
Imbolc.
No, I can't help it. Yeah, she's not quite there, but she's getting
But she's
ready.
starting.
She's starting. She's woken up. And the earth is waking up. It's been in slumber for a while,
Yep.
so
My first caffeine ritual was done at Ostara to wake up the earth.
Ostara or Imbolc.
Ostara to help her wake up because right now she's getting.
Oh, I see what
she's
you're saying. And then when
starting
in Ostara, you're like, here's your coffee.
yeah.
Here's your briefcase. Go out and conquer the world.
Time to go do things.
So, we're at 20 minutes. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? The ritual tonight was
It
awesome.
was
It
amazing.
was awesome.
The food was great. The energy was great. I love our little anvil. I gotta show this anvil again. Would you want to hold this anvil up? We could show. We're in Washington. He moved the. Yeah, so cool. Yeah.
So convenient for what we're doing when we need to do it.
And then this is yours, right?
Yep. And
Love, family. Oh my God, yours turned out great. That double whacking.
it's always about the double whack.
Look at that.
Gemini.
No, this is great. His is love, family, coven. I love that. Aww. Aww. So I hope everyone out there has had, at least even if you're not familiar with the pagan traditions or this is your first time learning about it through our show, because there are some people that are watching and learning about paganism and Wicca and whatnot through our little measly old drunk show. But we
It shows essentially an excuse for us to drink and film it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And talk about the things we like to talk
about.
and talk about witchy stuff. Yes, I forgot that part. This is the show where we drink wine and we talk about witchy stuff. So, but anyone out there,
we do generally, anyways, when we're sitting around drinking and hanging out. So,
anyone out there who's not familiar with the Sabbats, this is the first Sabbat of the year, and
of the calendar year.
Yeah, is it the Gregorian or is it the Gregorian calendar? Yeah.
Technically, the first holiday is Yule
Samhain.
Samhain is the
Samhain's the last, and Yule is the first.
Yeah.
Because Samhain can be seen as the New Year too, so it's.
I always looked at Samhain as the darkest time, so it's the end of the year, and
then Yule bring, but whatever tradition, but the mundane Muggle land calendar, this is the first Sabbath.
Yep.
And this is a really great time for you to start thinking about what you want to do, planting your seeds, getting ready, preparing, and letting go of that old shit,
If there was ever a moon, or a holiday that lined up with the moon, the Imbolc is very
We're on new moon.
It's new moon tonight on top of it. It's very much planting the seeds, getting
new beginnings.
Yes.
New beginnings. Yeah.
Laying the groundwork and get something started.
Yeah.
And when and we're lucky because we do have a new moon on Imbolc.
Yeah.
So
the new moon is actually in a few days, I think.
Okay, but right next.
But
to
still,
so
it's
close to Imbolc.
Yeah.
So
it's perfect. It works out really well. So, So anything else anyone wants to say?
Nope. But if you guys are ever interested in joining us or being a guest on our show, you can reach us at
crossroadscoven@gmail.com.
What's that?
crossroadscoven@gmail.com.
All right. So remember, everyone, be kind to one another. Walk with the goddess. And until next time, blessed be. And let's clink and drink for one last. And always clink and drink, witches and wine. Happy Imbolc. Wait.
Don't break the glass, sweetie. Oh my God, this morning's yummy.
I have to